we can continue, Srila Srila Maharaj. One student asking, many people are worried about nuclear war. They think it may come very soon. This was recorded 40 years ago, 30 years ago. So the people still was afraid of this. Srila Srila says that is a point on a line on a plane in a solid. So many times wars are coming and going. So many times the sun, the earth, and the solar system disappear and again spring up. We are in the midst of such thought in eternity. So it means this is a kind of punishment. We have to go always in anxiety, always be afraid of. They are arranging perfectly our leaders. Epidemic, then atom bomb, now everything, they will burn, become so hot. Already keep us in anxiety. But Srila Srila says, and this is the history, this is natural. We cannot stop anything of these things. Because this is it goes on, such thoughts, in eternity. This is the situation we are in this world. Nothing is eternal here. Everything is temporary. So this nuclear war is a tiny point. What of that? Individuals are dying at every moment. The earth will die, the whole human section will disappear. Let it be. What is the difference if we are afraid or not afraid? It will happen anyway. So we cannot change anything because it is already fixed. We must try to live in eternity, not any particular span of time or space. We must prepare ourselves for our eternal benefit, not for any temporary remedy. The sun, the moon, and all the planets appear and vanish. They die, and then again they are created. Within such an eternity we have to live. Religion covers that aspect of our existence. We are told to view things from this standpoint. Not only this body, but the human race, the animals, the trees, the entire earth, and even the sun will all vanish and again spring up. Creation, dissolution, creation, dissolution. It will continue forever in the domain of misconception. Means in this, as long as we are living in this mundane conception of life and identify with, this is natural. Nobody has survived till now. If you think you're a part of this mundane world, that you are American, that you are Austrian, you are Indian, you are whatever, then definitely you will have to go through birth, disease, old age, death. And in the same way, whatever exists, it goes the same in a different time span. But at the same time, there's another world which is eternal. We are requested to enter there, to make our home in that plane, which neither enters into the jaws of death, nor suffers any change. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 8th chapter, 16, it is stated, Brahma Puvna Loka Puna Avardinochana Amupeti Dehundaya Punajanmana Vidyate. Even Lord Brahma, the Creator himself, has to die. Up to Brahmaloka, the highest planet in the material world, the whole material energy undergoes such changes. But if we can cross the area of misunderstanding and enter the area of proper understanding, then there's no creation or dissolution. That is eternal, and we are children of that soil. Our bodies and minds are children of this soil, which comes and goes, which is created and then dies. We have to get out of this world of death. Is clear or not? Any question on this or comments?
Great hope.
This is the truth. This is, of course, someone who has not experienced, there is a level on a more subtle plane. For them it's very difficult because they are living in this conditioned world. And they know only what they are taught is only those things what they can see with their eyes, what they can touch, what they can taste or hear with this mundane senses. They are not able to cross, to go to find out the real plane, the transcendental plane. Hare Krishna. You arrive now? Okay, welcome. So this Vedas and the great acharyas who are in the disciple successions, Vaishnavas, they can show us, they can guide us, and by their mercy we are able to understand if we are sincere searchers for the truth. So we are in such an area. What is to be done? Try to get out. Try your best to get out of this mortal area. The saints inform us, come home, dear friend. Let us go home. Why are you suffering so much trouble unnecessarily in the foreign land? The spiritual world is real. This material world is unreal. Springing and vanishing, coming and going, it is a farce. From the world of farce we must come to reality. Is it not an illusion, a farce? Everybody knows he will die. Everybody knows he will get old. Still, we think this is the perfect world where we are living here. Even we know everything will be finished. At any moment it can be finished. Yes. It is
travel to the different bodies.
the
The body,
yeah.
it's just traveling to the other bodies, but it stays all the time the same wishes and same.
Yes, the subtle body is connected with the gross body, also the intellect. So it is also called material. It is conditioned. It is mundane. So because of this, the gross body is dying and we think now we are dying. But the subtle body will carry us according to our desire, according to our past activities. It will carry us to take again birth in this world, because we have no experience of something higher or deeper. So that's because it's mind and intellect. They are all belong to the category of ahankara, wrong identification. So mind and intellect is only engaged in this mundane conception of life. So it is also material. But Westerners now, their realization or their science goes only on the bodily conception. They even do not understand the mental, the subtle conception. It is also material, the subtle conception. But they are very low class in this sense, because they are trying to find out the source of everything in this material world, what they can see by a microscope or by telescope or whatever. This is a mistake. It is a farce. It is illusion. It is called Maya. That's what is not the real thing. So, yeah.
These words, what was written down, is very powerful and very clear, how to say, about these two parallel worlds, these material and eternal worlds and everything. We are belongs to this world, eternal world, not to this. Why we can't get really clear realization about this? What is main obstacle of this?
Because we are misusing. We would misuse it. We would make troubles if we could enter now to this plane, to Vaikuntha. Because what is the difference? Someone becomes qualified when he surrenders to the Lord, when he he takes again his position as a part of him. So we know that the Lord is the only enjoyer, and we are the enjoyed. Whatever is created is for his enjoyment. In this way, he is called an autocrat. Whatever he thinks, this is law. And only those who are, we say, go with the flow, or can accept whatever comes, they will learn to understand. Because this is a qualification, surrender, surrender, surrender. Gurudev, his last lecture, I always remember this. He started like this. Surrender, surrender, surrender. So we have to accept whatever may come. We cannot change anything. But we want to take the position of him. We would, if you would go back now in our state, we would fight with him. No, I know better how it works. This attitude we cannot understand spiritual Vaikunta, transcendental world. We have to we have to go after service to him, after pleasing the Lord. And there first we must become based. Still we are atheists, we don't believe, we think that God exists. But in reality, when he may test us, we would not believe. We would not have faith in him. We have more faith in doctor, in money, in family, in country, in all these things in this material world. But we will not have faith in him. So all these steps we have to go through, we will be tested if we are sincere. Up to the point we say, no, stop, no, I want to enjoy. And then, yes, this is our free will. You go on. And then we are continuing and we cannot catch the reality. We are under the law of this mundane world. We have to act according to this: birth, disease, old age, and death. This is the law here, and we cannot come out from this as long as we are not ready to let him be the Lord, the ruler, the enjoyer. So enviousness may also be there. We want to not give up control. We think we are controlling something, but it is another illusion. We cannot control anything. In your body, by example, you cannot control your digestion, your blinking of the eyes, your breathing, whatever, so many things, millions of things going on in the body, but it is not under your control. You can stop anything, small thing may stop and you're finished. So he is controlling everything. As it said in the Shastra, not a blade of grass can move outside of his will. Everything moves according to his will. If you are ready to accept this, then you become qualified. Then you go higher and deeper. Everything is up to him. And this is what the real devotees are. They are depending always on the Lord. They never think they are the doers, the enjoyers, or the controllers.
How to put it in practice, this accept what is favorable and reject what is disfavorable? Because we are not controllers, but we can reject and accept.
Yeah.
So this also this makes it difficult for.
We have free will. This you have to always consider, because you cannot force anyone. This is not how you cannot force anyone to have a nice relation to you. Like Krishna is not forcing you. He gives you free will. So you can decide. You have always free will. But of course it is very limited depends on where we are, what state level we are moving here. You have the free will, you go to the streets and you want to buy, or you get agitated by so many sense gratification all around. You might say, I have free will to do it or not. But in the most of the cases of those who are living in this mundane conception, there's no free will. Their mind is telling them what is good for you and what is not good. And what the mind wants, whatever is enjoyable, I will accept. Whatever is not enjoyable for me, I will reject. So we are also always the servants. We are serving the mind. We are always in this. We are not conscious, or we think we are the enjoyers. But in reality, we are the servants of our mind, and we are servants of family, of country, of all this, whatever, we are always servants. So why not serve the Lord? Why not please Him? I will get realization. I will be able to come very close, very intimate this way. But there has to be given up this conception of mundane enjoyment. In other religions is they think that God has created everything wonderful here for us. They think He is our servant. They come here to beg, give me this, give me this, give me this. But this is not God's position. He's an autocrat. He may do this. He did it with Arjuna. He became servant of Arjuna, and so many stories are there in the Bhagavatam. But out of love, everything is based on deep love and deep relation. In the higher level, they would give their life 1,000 times just to remove a drop of sweat on His lotus feet. They are ready to take even sent to this material world. Like this, but of course they are very dear and very close to the Lord. They are never separated from Him. Not 1 second. They are cursing Brahma, why he has made eyes, they're blinking. In this time I'm blinking, I cannot see Him, I cannot concentrate of Him. So intense. So we are also like this. It is in the beginning. We try to get the basis understanding. And they have to start from the beginning level. We cannot jump artificially. The reality, we have to go through all this different levels, and Krishna and Guru will test us. He will always test us. You can always decide. he makes some difficulties, and he can decide to tolerate or to escape from. He's testing us. You're really sincere. You really want to come back home. You want to get out from this samsara. Or you want to just enjoy, come to the spiritual world, become a gopi and enjoy Krishna. But they're not there to enjoy Krishna. They want always to see him happy. This is devotee. This is the difference between materialist and a real devotee. He is not thinking of himself, he always thinks of how to please the Lord. This is the difference. And then you act, then always think before you do it. Is this pleasing to him? Can I give some happiness to him with what I am doing now? All this we have to check ourselves in this way. You will discover that you have not done anything for Krishna till now. You always have some plan. It is very deep, it is not so easy. We are speaking high topics by realized souls, we're hearing them. They are on this level. They are not ordinary living beings. They
sincerity, when we say word sincerity, the sincerity of us, of soul, or just like, you can see so many sincere people in this world. And this sincerity is not seen like somebody has a spiritual sincerity.
sure not.
Some souls have some sincerity, but many obstacles. I say, oh Lord, even I cannot please you, but I have tried my best.
Yes, this is how the devotee is feeling. But all the time. And accordingly, Krishna will reveal himself. As in Bhagavad Gita says, as much as you surrender to me, I will reveal myself to you. So this is a very simple principle. It's very simple. It is not complicated. Complicated is only for us between the ears here. This is our big problem. But surrender to this natural, we are natural, meant for this. This is we are part and parcel of him, and we are not made for making God our servant. We are meant for his pleasure, to please him. So this one point, if you understand, everything becomes very simple and very clear. So from the world of farce, we must come to reality. Here in this material world, there will be not only one war, but wars after wars, wars after wars. So this they do not understand. Nowadays they want to change everything. They are shocked now there is war very close here. But there was always war. It constantly goes on. It's just not so near to us. There's a zone of nectar, and we are actually children of that nectar that does not die. Shilavandu Vishve Amratasya Bhutra. Somehow we are misguided here. But really we are children of that soul which is eternal. Where there is no birth or death. With a wide and broad heart, we have to approach there. This is declared by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Bhagavad Gita. The Upanishads and the Srimad Bhagavatam all confirm the same thing. That is our very sweet, sweet home. And we must try our best to go back to God, back to home, and take others with us. So, time is over. Is anything to say? Yeah.
So, because we are, or I often ask, like, please, and then the possibility arises, or then comes the moment that you can choose, and then more often so than not, because of my conditioned state, I choose that what is disfavorable, because I'm incapable of letting go, of giving over, like the Saranagati. So then, again, you come to the point, okay.
Yes. You speak how difficult it is. But this is like when a baby starts walking. Then in the beginning it falls again on his back. But it doesn't mean he is now just stays on the floor. He again tries to get up. And again tries, and again tries. This is how we can get up. Never give up. Wherever plane we may move, but then never give up. The goal must be that the Lord must be pleased. How can I please Him? What can I do? Then if you think, oh, I know now, I make pizza for him. Means I'm making pizza for me and he gets, okay, this is... There's the different kind of levels,
This feeling of being pretentious, that is then because of your false ego?
Everything, yes, so much contamination we have collected in our past. So we have to go through all these things. We have to... So that everything is based on desire. If your desire is sincere, you will get. If you just want to make show, you will also get the showman guide. They're running around so many sannyasis who are charming. so-called gurus. But the truth, if you look really for truth, you get opportunity, you get chance. You just don't give up. You must try to live, like Srila Maharaj says, Hegel's words. All these old things, all this mundane conception, that must die. Try to live if you want to really know. Or I want to go to the place where there is no birth, old age, disease, and that this is our home.
So can we then adjust our life in the relative plane so that we can become like what is the position that is most favorable to be like the dog of the servant of the servant of the servant
Yes,
of the Lord.
yes. And we should never do it for our personal enjoyment. The first thing what has to go in our consciousness is, how can I please my Gurudev? How can I please Lord Nityananda Chaitanya, Radha Gowinda? How can I please them? Then you forget all these things, then it will reveal a new plane to you. Even you live in this material world, you are embodied in this world, you will not be a member of this world. You are free. Step by step. Go slowly, don't try to understand it on everything. And now, knowledge is not a good help. Practice is a real thing. We may close here if there's no other. Jai Shila Gurudeva Ki Jai. Jai Shila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj Ki